Wagwan my people, big up on yourself. You know, so we're there again. Yeah, man. Put 500 likes on this one for Mutabaruka if you represent for the culture in Jamaica. You understand? Yeah, man. And share the video to your grandmother, your grandfather, your loved ones in your yard, the cat and the dog, yard, and a blah.
For one thing I representing a man for Uptown TV.
Bad we bad Gaza, bad we bad. Bad we bad Gaza. Too stuck in your fucking heart. See things I go, them have the love and arm in the cruise, slam bombing at the cutting edge, but we are got show. We want to say yellow palo and them. You know, them say today is Ash Wednesday, and I know a whole heap of one. I bet you the majority of Jamaican people don't know what is the symbolism of Ash Wednesday. Whole heap of people don't know that. You have to go be very Roman Catholic, religious, to know that. Yet still they make it a holiday. I don't know why a religious day should be a holiday for everybody in a Jamaica. It's kind of weird, but that is the way how we work the thing. Just like how them have a Boxing Day, which is not a religious holiday, but the whole of Jamaica have to celebrate it, whether them like it or not. And then we have days where we should be celebrating, where we don't celebrate. We don't celebrate. Some days that is directly related to us, the majority of African people in Jamaica, where we just throw it aside and make them give with day to celebrate. You know, them guy have a thing come around now named Lent. Lent. That is the beginning of the end. And why I say the beginning of the end, after the part of it where you start to celebrate, I hear most people I say, boy, them eat certain food during Lent. And then when it come around here to the end now, them say, them go have a thing named Holy Thursday. And then them have Good Friday. And then them have Easter Sunday and Easter Monday. And you know, all of those things is religious holidays. But people forget what it is all about. And them just party, and just keep them parties. And the symbolism of that get thrown away in some closet. You understand? And then the capitalists them take over and start to sell you things where you don't need. You don't need it. So we need to go in our head cup and understand how those historical events relate to we, if it relate to we, and how we can work around it, because it's nothing but pressure. All of it is pressure. Pressure upon the people them continuously to do something that them don't even know why them doing it. What is the reason why them doing it? You know, we can talk about it because we come up in a time when it was embedded in our house for us. Celebrate these things, even if you want to or not. Parents make you celebrate it. They have a thing named Easter, bun, and cheese. And everybody look forward to Easter bun and cheese. And them don't know why they might eat Easter bun. And them don't know why they might eat cheese at that time of the year. Soon when you hear this program, you'll be hearing a whole heap of that being advertised on this program. Whole heap of people don't know why they might eat Easter bun and cheese. What is Easter? Because it's a set of people, set of religious people create that to manipulate the minds and the thinking of the people them. But we continue with Black history. We see some things that go on in Africa, you know, where we just tell you about long time. And this is the removal of the French out of Africa because they have controlled so much things that the people them was not able to have a decent economy in them country. And this economy derives from the mineral resources that these white people come, especially the French come and take out the mineral resources there and go make big money for themselves while leaving Africa poor still. Well, we see a whole heap of African country rise up to the occasion now and I say, look here, enough is enough, you know. We're not going to keep out there so to continue to dig out the resources while we get poor. And one of them countries, Burkina Faso, where a young president come up and say, look here, enough. And it's one of the only country that use what them get from them country to pay off the national debt. Can you believe that? It is reported that this country don't have no foreign debt hanging up over them head and over the people them of Burkina Faso. I will tell you that when Mali run out the French, and this Burkina Faso president run out the French also. And I did say from last year, I said, what a hell when Senegal drive the French out of them country, because Senegal is like the starship of Western Africa. Senegal is one of the country them in Africa where the prize of the French is Senegal. But now we see a youth come now and decide, say, look here, enough is enough. We're going to move the French in a way where them do have no them can manipulate mineral resources. And also the language. So I want to play this clip here, you know. I want you to listen to it, you know, serious thing. Listen to this clip here. Very important. Because we see Africa rising, and we have to keep in contact the African rising, because it's not long. All right, here we go.
Oil refinery. It's a major move that has the potential to change the game, not just for the West African nation, but for the entire continent. Now, if you're thinking, okay, cool, why should I care? Stick with me, because this is about way more than just oil. It's about power, it's about control, and a shift as far as Africa finally beginning to take charge of its own future. Now, before we get into it, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another critical conversation like the one we're about to have. All right, guys, so let's rewind a little bit, okay? Up until now, Senegal had to import refined petroleum products. So basically, crude oil would leave Africa, get processed elsewhere, and then come back at a higher price. And that's the cycle we've seen all over and over again in Africa. And frankly, it is one of the reasons why the continent remains one of the poorest on Earth. Although we are blessed with an unimaginable abundance of natural resources, and I'm talking about resources that cannot be found anywhere else in the world, we extract very little value from them. You see, most of these resources are exported out of the continent in their raw state, and then they are returned to the continent in a finished or refined state at a premium price. So something that should cost, maybe $1 will end up costing $5 because it was refined out of the country or the continent. There is very little value creation happening on the continent. So think oil, gold, diamond, cocoa, you name it. But Senegal just said, enough of that. Time to change that. And so it all began in 2014 when the Sangomar offshore oil field was discovered off the coast of Senegal. Drilling in the field began in 2024, and this put Senegal on the map as an oil-producing nation. But here's where things got really interesting, because instead of just pumping the oil and shipping it off to be refined somewhere else, Senegal made a power move. They said, we will build our own local refinery and keep that value right at home. And that's exactly what they've done. You see, they've invested over $1 billion in upgrades to their national refinery known as Senegal African Refinery Company, SAR, leveraging financing from local banks as well as the Pan-African Bank, Afrexim Bank. And today they've processed their first batch of crude, 650,000 barrels to be exact, producing 90,000 tons of diesel, gasoline, kerosene, and butane gas. That's huge. But they are not done yet, as they are reportedly in the midst of an additional $500 million deal to further expand their capacity. So let's zoom out for a second. Why does this matter beyond Senegal? Because this is about Africa shifting from being just a supplier of raw materials to actually controlling the production process. You see, oil isn't just a resource, right? Oil is power. The countries that control oil production control their own economic destiny. Look at Dubai. Look at Saudi Arabia. And for way too long, African nations have been locked out of that power structure. Think about it. Nigeria, Angola, Ghana, they've all got oil, but they still have to import refined fuel. It just doesn't make any sense. Meanwhile, countries like the US, China, and Europe make billions refining and selling it back to Africans. Now that's the cycle that Senegal is breaking here. Fuel prices could drop. Local jobs, potentially thousands of them created. Energy security, a huge step forward. And let's not forget the bigger picture. Africa loses billions every year by not refining its own resources. So Senegal's move is proof that that doesn't have to be the case. But of course, with big wins come big responsibilities, right? The government has already set up commissions to review oil contracts to make sure that foreign companies aren't walking away with all the profits. And that's the right move. Because if we're talking long-term success, we have to make sure that the money is staying in the country and that it's benefiting its people. So the next step, well, Senegal needs to reinvest these oil revenues very wisely. Infrastructure, education, and this is a big one, renewable energy. They have the chance, an opportunity to be a leader, not just in oil, but in Africa's transition to clean energy. And let's hope they take that.
Now, few had heard of him a year ago, and now he is set to become Africa's youngest president. The official results of Senegal's election are expected by the 29th of March, but provisional results show that opposition leader Bassirou Diomaye Faye, who's 44, is set to win. His extraordinary rise caps a rollercoaster period in Senegalese politics that caught many off guard. Months in jail alongside ally and kingmaker Ousmane Sonko ended suddenly, with the pair released the week before the presidential election. Now, Mr. Clean, as he's nicknamed, has promised to get to work on some sweeping reforms. Let's speak to our West Africa correspondent, Thomas Nardi. Just tell us a little bit more about Mr. Faye.
Well, Diomaye Faye is a 44-year-old tax inspector and a member of the disbanded Pastif Party, co-founded by popular opposition figure Ousmane Sonko. They were both imprisoned on separate charges and subsequently released just days before the election. And Ousmane Sonko was disqualified from contesting in the election because of a suspended defamation conviction. So Diomaye Faye was selected to replace him. He's known among his peers to stand for the principles of fairness, integrity, and transparency. And he's already started speaking. He said that he will rule this country with humility, and he will also fight corruption. He's promised to reform the country's institutions and deal with challenges facing the youth, such as unemployment and the high cost of living. He made these remarks during his first public appearance after his main political challenger conceded defeat.
Okay, thank you very much. That's Thomas Nardi for us there, our West Africa correspondent.
What's happening in Senegal also speaks to the importance of leadership. Since taking office in April 2024, President Bassirou Diomaye Faye, the youngest elected leader in Africa, has made one thing clear. Senegal is reclaiming its sovereignty. And he's not just talking the talk, he's walking it, taking decisive action. In November 2024, he ordered the withdrawal of French military troops, sending a strong message that Senegal will no longer be a staging ground for foreign powers.
As French people, could you imagine seeing us in your country with tanks or military vehicles, with Senegalese soldiers in Senegalese uniforms? That's what history has been like. France has enslaved, colonized, and remained.
And on the economic front, he's renegotiating oil and gas contracts, making sure that Senegal, not foreign companies, reaps the benefits of its natural resources. And he's also doubling down on cultural independence, pushing for the use of indigenous languages, and I love this, over French in schools and government. So what's the takeaway? It's simple. Senegal is setting the blueprint for how African countries can take control of their own resources and break free from dependence on foreign players. This refinery is bigger than oil. It's about self-sufficiency. It's about economic growth and a new vision for Africa's future. And for me, it is just so exciting to see. So the question now is, who's next? Which African nation would you like to see follow Senegal's lead? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. That's it for today's breakdown.
African. That is really what this program is all about, trying to reconnect. You understand? Trying to reconnect. So you hear the documentary, look at that thing about Senegal a while ago. And as I say, Burkina Faso is leading the way in a whole heap of different ways where Africans look now, look upon Senegal, not look upon Senegal, look upon Burkina Faso, and I see it as a light at the end of the tunnel. So you find say Ghana now step in upon that. Ghana step in upon that. So we hope that that light at the end of the tunnel will just bright up the place that other African leaders can see say it's necessary to take them, so we are going to America. So we are going to America. One man has turned the whole world upside down, One man has turned the whole world upside down. And the whole of them make them riches off African people. All of them. Even though you hear them talk about America for them own, them thief the land, capture land, them thief it from the native. Them go to Turkey Island and see the land and decide them go left Europe and go over there, go thief land. And now them go and like say, them are no alien in the land. Them go there go see people, like everywhere else where them go capture it. Them go there go see people. And now we hear them and say, people are alien. All the Mexicans, did you know that California and part of Texas and all these places was once Mexico? Yes, it was once Mexico. All of them land you hear them talk about them now. All of them land there. California, them say the third richest state. Well, not the third richest state, but if you check it on the world, which country is richer than which country, even though California is just a state in America, it would be one of the richest countries in the world if it was a country by itself and not a part of the continent of America. And this part of that country was part of Mexico. So why you think you have places named San Diego and Santa Cruz and Santa Monica and all these places? It's Spanish name them there, Spanish name them. And now them look on the Spaniards, them who live in Mexico, as alien. Well, them say what goes around come around, so we're going to see what going to happen. We're going to see what going to happen. Here we go. Here we go. What is happening here? All right. Apparently something is going wrong with this thing. So we could go here now then.
Execution, boiling his body for oil and turning his remains into souvenirs. Enslaved Africans' hair was used to stuff furniture, including pillows and mattresses, while their teeth were sold as dentures for white wealthy people, including but not limited to George Washington. The skin of the enslaved individual was flayed and turned into leather for shoes and clothing. Pregnant Black women were whipped on their stomachs to induce miscarriages or forced to give birth under inhumane conditions, only to have their infants sold off. Enslaved men and women were subject to brutal medical procedures without anesthesia or consent. Tools like thumb screws and iron muzzles were used to silence them, while branding irons seared their skin with the marks of their enslavers. Rape was weaponized as a tool of control, with enslaved women forced to bear children who were automatically enslaved, perpetuating the cycle. Families were torn apart at auction blocks, with children as young as toddlers sold to distant plantations, never to see their parents again. Even after death, the bodies of enslaved people were desecrated. Their remains were often stolen from graveyards and used for medical dissections or experimentation. Their lives were treated as commodities, and their suffering was systematic, deliberate, and utterly inhumane. Slavery wasn't just a labor system. It was a calculated mechanism of dehumanization, leaving a legacy of cruelty and trauma that reverberates through history to this day. And still, there is no recompense or reparations for the descendants of the enslaved.
Them things that's recorded, you know. Them things there's things that them don't want you hear. And them call we savage and vicious. Them call we uncivilized. You hear the man say what them used to do with the African body, the body. And guess what? Me have picture of them thing there, you know. Me not talk about drawing neither, you know. Me talk about photograph. Photograph of what them people they used to do. Especially when them lynch a black man in America. The land of the free and the brave in America. And I want to say the picture of them when me have, you know, it's not black people take the picture of them, you know. It's white people take the picture of them on the ground up where them was doing it, while them was doing it. And now it's in a book. Not painting, me talk about book. I used to last the words. Black history not done, you know. Oh, me I tell you, what black history not done because of March. Reggae Month might done, but our black history not done. Listen.
Do you want a better Africa? Believe it or not, for Africa to change, the way religion is delivered must change. Churches should stop preaching about miracles and breakthroughs. Popular preaching such as sowing a seed or, give and it shall be given unto you, have been misinterpreted for personal gain. No wonder pastors of today are so rich and yet the whole congregation and people around them remain poor. We are stuck with a generation of Africans who act as if God is the rewarder of laziness and poverty. The message churches send is that it is possible to reap where you did not sow, meaning you can get something out of nothing. Why should a child choose to learn the hard way if there is an easier way? The live for today attitude does not create wealth and people die without leaving any legacy. You then sit and wonder why Africa is the way it is today? The gospel of prosperity should be shamed and work around the fact that laziness can never reap real success. Christianity has played a very big role to the fall of Africa today, but that is not what it is intended for. Spreading messages of instant success have led to a generation of people who are thirsty for instant results, immediate relief, and effortless profit. The messages should not just focus of tithing and sowing seed, blessings, miracles, breakthroughs, and wonders. Churches should stop glorifying riches acquired through miraculous sources, stop preaching fear and stop focusing on what the devil or witches did, does, or will do. Instead, they should preach positive news and focus on messages that add value to the communities, such as hard work, creativity, dedication, commitment, perseverance, and responsibility. Pastors can promote good community initiatives such as cleaning the surroundings, and encourage creativity and innovation. Instead of waiting for our governments to do what they do not do, we can start helping ourselves, through humanism. The brother who becomes a millionaire by simply sowing a seed, does not help build a better community, and the message of such success should not be spread and showcased. Instead, the applause should go to someone who has succeeded by hard work and perseverance. Start preaching the gospel of working hard, produce goods and services, planning, critical thinking, analysis, strategy, visibility plans, system building, market and customer analysis, and the process involved in production of goods and services. This is how noble people and wealth is created. Rushing a sick person to church for prayers does not prevent that person from dying, but correct medication and treatment will. Haven't you wondered why people in Africa still died of Ebola despite prayers? Preach the real word of God instead. You do not need the pastor's blessings to create wealth in life. Wealth and clean cities don't come by miracle or magic. Religious superstitions, such as the shout of, "I receive it," and the loudest shout of, "Amen," is not enough to fulfill your wishes. True religion and true Christianity must, and can only, produce productive youth. For Africa to be globally competitive, education alone is not enough. We need to nurture creativity, innovation, and good governance. What is an engineering degree doing if you cannot even produce a water pump? Ask yourself a question: what have other people created with a similar qualification other than just looking for a job? Please, be slow to anger, slow to judge, quick to listen and try to understand. If not for you,
Crazy. We want to take a break and come forward. Break time. We are going rough tonight, you know. We are going rough tonight, believe you me. Here we go. But these people forget them history. Forget them history. Believe me.
Not soldiers. He was just trying to make it day by day. We have supported state terrorism against the Palestinians and black South Africans, and now we are indignant because the stuff we have done overseas is now brought right back into our own front yards. America's chickens are coming home.
Lies. Lie number one, Africa is a country. Africa is a continent with 54 countries, each with unique cultures, languages, and histories. Lie number two, Africa is poor. Africa is rich in resources from gold and oil to tech startups and a booming economy. Countries like Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya have multi-billion-dollar industries. Lie number three, Africans live in huts. Yes, traditional homes exist, but Africa has modern cities like Nairobi, Lagos, and Johannesburg with skyscrapers, highways, and high-tech hubs. Lie number four, Africa is unsafe. While some regions face conflicts, Africa is home to some of the world's safest places, including Botswana, Rwanda, and Mauritius. Lie number five, Africa contributes nothing to science. Africans invented mathematics, astronomy, and medicine long before colonization. Today, African scientists and engineers are making global breakthroughs. Lie number six, Africa needs saving. The idea that Africa needs saving ignores the fact that Africans are building their own futures, leading in business, tech, and governance. Lie number seven, Africans don't speak English or French. Many Africans are multilingual, speaking local languages and global ones like English, French, Portuguese, and Arabic. Lie number 8. Africa has no history. From the great Zimbabwe ruins to the Mali Empire, Africa's history is rich and deep, dating back thousands of years. Before I reveal the last 2 big lies about Africa, I'm kindly asking you to like this video to help Africa Rise reach more people. Lie number 9, Africa is always at war. While conflicts exist, most African countries are peaceful and stable with growing economies and democratic governments. Lie number 10, Africans are not educated. Africa has top universities and Africans excel in global institutions leading in medicine, engineering, and politics worldwide. Let's spread the truth about Africa. Stay inspired, stay Africaized.
Phone call them after 12 with it. It is us, it is we. It is what we left behind. Coming over here and living in this mess where we find ourselves in now. You Masekela, the late great, you Masekela. Here we go. We're going to take the 12 o'clock break and come forward. We can't appreciate music again. It get warped up, man. Believe you me. That's you Masekela out of South Africa talking about that train, that coal train that carry them in the heart of the ground, and also dig out the coal and the diamond and the gold, and people die for that, while the West get rich off of those coal mines, off of those diamond mines. Yes, them get rich.
Man, you're really Professor Muta and Carbon. I
have a technical louder though.
Say you're a real Professor Jan Carbon, Jerison. I hope the creator himself could have some more million more lives to live, to educate the dunce black people, them. The dunce one them more time. I'm going to make no apology about that. And I hope Jan Carbon lives for the next million more years to educate this dunce and ignorant black people. All right? Big up to Virgin Rastal and a long time man, but Muta, very educated. I don't drink coffee Muta, I'm coming tired. I drink coffee for still. Program did wicked last year, I sleep it out, unfortunately, but Muta, man, I heard so much bad things about Africa. And since me leave school and go up, I realize this is the greatest country. But yes, we listen to the people who are oppressed and believing in them. Really, no, Muta. The people who are oppressed, you know. The people in Squala were believing in them and listen to them more. Africa, jungle and lion and this, that, and the devil knows what. And there's nobody from the educated fraternity like the university and the Ministry of Education now come on TV and show people them say all of them things are missing, you know, and just keep it same way, so, you know. I give you impression, say, we don't have to look for riches down here, you know, for wait to reach heaven, to riches and then no one go heaven, you know.
Well, that's why we bring the program, yeah. That's why we turn the program that way, yeah, you know.
That's why one man have 28 account and it just keeps still stuck. But Muta, 50-odd Jamaican died by the police. 50-odd, I know you know, man, 50-odd Jamaican black youth.
Man.
My assumption, my youth, my assumption may be wrong. 58 black Jamaican, you know, poor black people. That is my assumption. I don't know how much from Cherokee and I but die because I don't have any access or can do survey. No, them status. 58 black Jamaican poor man die. Muta. by shootout. So you tell me no motor. Me I don't. And me have 4 friends I jump over a fence. We don't know what over the fence motor. And when I jump over the fence, 4 of my friends them jump over there and get dog bite. And me, no, I'm not brain. Me not gonna protect myself to go over the motor. So how is it that these people are so unfortunate that the Prime Minister and Delroy Chuck and say, and the minister, when they can't speak English, they say, once a pint gun on the police and the same police commissioner just no. We as a police are do a gunman do. And I justify that with no say them thing and nothing go saying about. I bet if they reach Beverly and Sugar and go so. But motor I want the constitution change. If a black man follow the law, the same consequence go to him, I go for him with the same thing. Go to the man of Beverly and Sugar. I want the law set away.
Hold on there now. But you have to admit, say, we are going amongst them youth and now going on Beverly Hills, you know. Nobody now jump fence and a fire shot at a policeman up at Beverly Hills. Most of the places the gunshot a fire in the garrison, them and which part of the people.
In the garrison, motor, yes. But motor, we are so educated that we bring in a perfect ticketing system to mitigate the problem. Why we can't bring a system to mitigate the problem from the youth and keep far from the gun and make money and take care of them family and I contribute to the society? Why? Is it that we don't like black people? But most of the Prime Minister last week I lick out now upon the police. Or unfortunate last week I don't remember exactly, but like him I say, the police is there to protect the Jamaican people and we can't have the amount of shooting.
Well, the police might kill people.
Yeah, right.
Too much people are dead by a police gun.
Too much people are dead by a police gun. It's the contradiction. But yes, still motor. I am telling you from good source. Them get harder to do them other. And maybe I tell you the wrong thing. I mean, know that. I mean, I facts about you. We can't discuss certain things. But for a motor, we cannot have a civilized country run that way. I am not saying that you kick off a poor man door and kill him when the police come for you. You expect ice cream from the police. Because we have some real gunman motor we need to get rid of. But motor, we still don't get rid of the extortion. That's our economy. The guns still are coming. And
yesterday with a whole heap of gun.
All right, where the gun come from? US. So all we have all this general.
I'm not talking to the government about that at US.
But motor, we used to have that general from the US come to Jamaica. The focus was that these general are going to make sure the border closed. And that was the emphasis. I think the last one is the same thing. We stop the gun. Then motor. You carry me not smoke, but you carry a ganja go US and save my kid. So all them big old gun here leave US sure and reach you. With the tightness of US security. Yeah. Something wrong, motor?
Of course.
Something obvious wrong.
Of course.
And we are taught motor, we do have knock almost 1 or 2 coast guard there. So we have a patrol, you see. Almost 2 marine boats. A patrol our. So
sure. What, the coastline.
All right. So all the them attack motor are just chatting. Nothing to stop the gun from coming here. And it's an underworld kind of a motor. So them friends are benefit, the judge are benefit, the lawyer are benefit, the dead house are benefit. You know, you say the one way in charge of Minister Affairs, but they want to call it own dead house. The motor, they have benefit from it. Poor people at anytime it's reach everybody. Watch if they not do something about it. You go in there and get a motor. I hear how much people get shoot down. Nobody have a license to protect himself in a motor.
We have a break.
We have to take a break. We have to take a
long
break.
life and big up to Rascal.
We have to take a break.
Long life motor.
You have to call back, yeah?
All right, cool, move on.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, break. Break time.
Yeah, man, everything is everything. Quickly, because we know it go. Me just glad that since me denouncing of that Andrew on his political gerrymandering to T-Fata, St. Catherine, my parish, Portmore, that people in Portmore come out in them thousands and demonstrate against this idiot corrupt 15 parish thing for Portmore. and say what are needed are facilities for the area and no 15 parish thing and so on. So I'm glad that the people come out and think because I get the reports, videos and otherwise.
Yeah, them suppose the other party I go carry them go court.
Yes, I know that too. Exactly. So I'm glad that since we launched that denunciation, that action has continued and we must go straight up because St. Catherine, my parish, must not be reduced in size by no guy and thing. Then the next thing is that racist sabotage again. Just like how in Stonebridge, London, Northwest London, Bridge Park Community and Culture Center, which the Africans in Brent Borough, fought and got. And is being threatened to be taken away by the Labour Council leader for Brent, Mohammed Butt, you know, Muslim Pakistani thing, right? Administration, because they want to take away Bridge Park Community and Culture Center from our community to see them own people. That in Nottingham City Council, another one named Khan, K-H-A-N, is wanting to take away the Marcus Garvey Center in Nottingham from our community also. Oh, yeah? Yes. There is a daycare center there for our elders, African elders in Nottingham, and they have stopped the daycare center taking care of our African senior citizens at the Bridge Park, at the Nottingham Marcus Garvey Center in Nottingham, because they want to claim to demolish the place. Demolish the place. No, the Marcus Garvey Center is a place that in Nottingham that provide facilities for our community to meet and to take care of our elderly during the days and that type of thing. Is this racist that they don't want us to have things of our own? Many things that Africans in Britain used to have, we no longer have, and we have to stand strong with that concern. It was just a few months ago that I played at the Marcus Garvey Center in Nottingham because one of Spanish Town, well-known man by the name of Nashi from Tarspen. See, three blind mice, one of the three blind mice. He was the last one who died. Asian Sterling Hayden Springer died years ago. I went to his funeral there because Valerie, who continued with her father's son, V-Rocket, you know, is his niece. And I went there as a Spanish Town man because I know Nashi from them time there and played there. And to know that they want to take away our Marcus Garvey, see the name? Marcus Garvey Center in Nottingham. Destroy them, destroy what we as a people have done. Yeah. And we will not allow this to work. And this is why I'm making you, Muta, and others know what is going on. Because the greatest thing is to know. Because if we don't know, then our enemies will defeat us. So may I make our people worldwide know what is going on here. Right? For real. The Marcus Garvey Center in Nottingham and also the Bridge Park Community and Culture Center in Stonebridge beside Halsden and Wembley must remain in the hands.
So we have demonstration up there? We have demonstration?
Yes, man. Yes, man. We have demonstration, man. But, you know, we have to keep the fire burning, you know. Because, you see, if we go silent, that is where them want, you know, go silent and then, like, nah. So we have to keep the pressure on up front. Every time. And keep you posted where this is concerned.
All right, tell me something more. Tell me something about this conservative daughter, this black daughter named Kemi.
Oh, the girl Kemi bad enough, man. Is a slave, that man.
Well, I mean, you should talk something that I wonder. You should talk some things and I say, I couldn't have a black woman attack. When I look, Mrs. is a black woman.
Yes, man. Listen, she only look African, but her mentality is totally European. She have a European as a husband and pick me with the European and thing. Our mentality is totally European. See? And I talk about, say, make excuses for the racist British Empire. The biggest and wickedest empire in history. But about them never do so bad and them did do some good things to our people.
You shut to come for Trump, too. You shut to come for Trump.
Do some good things to them.
You shut to come for Trump.
Yes, man. And Trump. She and Trump for dump. And you know, Republicans and Democrats are the same as Malcolm X said. No difference. No difference. You know?
So what she is? What she is? What she is up there in the house?
She is of Yoruba nation, Kemi, that's a Yoruba name. But the Badenak is a European husband name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
So she come from Nigeria. She come from Nigeria.
Nigeria, yes, man. Yeah, Yoruba from Nigeria. Yoruba. That's where the name for the creator in a Yoruba is all around.
Yeah, but I hear she talk some things, man. I say, what the hell is wrong with this woman?
Yeah, man. No, it's a traitor, man. And there are other traitors like her who we have to deal with, both males and females. And by the way, last Thursday, the 27th, there was a church service in Tottenham, Manor Road, for Cowboy. That's Luther with.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, my mind run upon him too, My mind run upon him too.
Yeah. He more buried at Jamaica in a Portland, Kensington.
Oh, yeah?
Beside his mother and brother. Yes.
What?
Yes. Beside his mother and.
So the station still around? The station still there? Around?
No, but I tell you, that is so sad. Since Cowboy dead, it's like the station dead. That's why, since then, I tell you see, when you have people who don't have your mentality and things.
Yeah, vision, the vision. The
vision. Because you remember when we did bring him, bring you to him station to do your thing when you were here live. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, them. And of course, you have to remember that Cowboy is the one who advertised your cutting edge by transmitting it in real time for years.
You know what I mean, man, nearly 30 years.
For nearly 30 years.
Yeah, man, he make people know about cutting edge in England.
Yes. Yeah. So accolades to Cowboy for that, but
I tell you,
in children, them not of his mentality.
Yeah.
They don't have that mentality. The station dead since him dead. That's the truth. So I am on a station and I'm Monday called Bless.
Well, I could take a break. I could take a break and come forward. I could take the break.
Yeah.
Stop it. Yeah. Mandingo?
Yes, Smoother. Yeah, man. So since January, I am on blessradio1.com every Monday from 4 to 7 London time. And the thing with it is that you can actually see me in the studio operating and DJing because it's transmitted live on YouTube. So you see me in real time.
I don't want when come away it up there. When it up there?
Yes. We also went, yes. That same one.
All
so
right.
Scale up to the raspberry control that, you know what I mean? So every Monday, and you see me in the studio operating and thing, DJing and talking and that type of thing. I'll send some of the shows to you because I send them out to people. So that you can see me.
All right.
And listen, because the only boy, one of the pioneers of Lovers Rock, who lives in Brazil more than 10 years now, and one of the biggest reggae artists in Brazil. He did a song in Jamaica in the 90s called Brother Man. And he's asking me to promote it in Jamaica again because it's dealing with the sickening violence in Jamaica that me and you and many other people know about. You know you have people who want to retire and come back to Jamaica, and because of the violence, as you know, living abroad in the States.
Only boy Martin you talk about?
No, not only boy Martin.
Okay.
This is...
Hello? Him gone.
From St. Elizabeth. Yeah. Him are one of the biggest reggae artists in Brazil. And Sidney Crooks, they found out the Pioneers group had his 80th birthday show in Brazil, where he sings at Norris School about 2 weeks ago. And that was a great success also. Sidney Crooks from Westmoreland. And one here up burning
might
here.
have to call a shot because we have a link, coming in.
All right, you want to know, Mandingo?
Yeah.
They might tell me we have a link on the cruise boat there. So I have to go to the cruise.
The cruise boat and thing.
Yeah,
well, all right, the final thing is sad that Tuesday, a 16-year-old youth was shot dead on Paradise Road in front of a school in the Stockwell area, near Stockwell, and he died. When cops were called to the scene 3:20, that was on Tuesday.
We have to move.
All right. Next week then. See?
Yeah, man. Yes, so we hear that we're going back to the ship. We're going back to the ship. How much o'clock we'll go back to the ship? Well, I take a sudden, man. Okay, all right. So the arm and the cruise is on the line here, so we want to go to them on the boat. Yes, Ian.
Yes, Motor.
Oh, you left me, man. Oh, you left me. Oh, you mean to left me?
We are here on the ship and it's no original ship.
What?
We say we are here on the ship and it's no original ship.
No, but you left me off for the cruise. I don't understand that.
We don't know if you want to spend too much time for sea, man. We know you're there for sea earlier on and all that. We think, one time for the sea, for the year, you're not good. We don't know. All right, so we have got arrange to make sure you're there for the sea next time.
Then you see, you don't promise me that, man.
No, we don't promise. We don't promise now.
No, I said the CEO promised me that.
CEO promised. All right. So me have a remind the CEO say you're supposed to depend the ship next year. I don't know no general ship.
I hope I don't know general ship.
All right.
So it go.
Well, I want to tell us that the vibes turn up and me I start normally Courtney Mac and Big A started but me I started this time because me I put something on the table where me know say it has been a controversial argument for a while. I listen, me analyze all the points. Sometimes it all swing on another side. I listen and I say, that kind of makes sense. But you see tonight, me convinced Dr. Beeine, man, is a king of the dancehall. This is no euphoric moment. I am seeing this guy for 1993 Reggae Sunsplash at Jamroll. I saw this guy for the first time looking good. I remember the green arm thing at stadium and him getting boo and all of that. But from 1993, this guy hasn't looked back. And trust me, the performance tonight is not a euphoric moment. This is not a moment where people long to see somebody or a moment where, this is Beeine Man at Beeine Man's best for 30 consecutive years. And I will say, come next week or next year or some other time, somebody else will be king of the dancehall. But no, Beeine Man are the king of the dancehall. And all the other arguments have come up to a man who had do this consistently for 30 odd years. I think doing something consistently for over 30 odd years, Beeine Man might claim say 40, 50 years. We don't business about that. I talk over 1993 till now. What we have seen is consistent high energy, holding them crowd. Trust me, Beeine Man off the chain. Big A, what do you think about that?
All right. The first thing you have to establish before we can have that conversation is what makes a king a king? What criteria you use to judge a king?
My criteria is this man has been performing.
No, it can't be your criteria, though. It has to be the criteria of the nation. If you are going to crown the king of the dancehall, it can't be your perspective, It has to be a general perspective. And everybody... No, and that is the problem. And that is why there are so many different opinions as to who is the king. Because there is no common perspective. There is not a common marker between all the different variants of the industry to say. I remember, if you're going to crown a prime minister, remember. No, but listen. No. If you have a prime minister of a country, right? It is the people who go and vote, and the person who get the most vote, become the prime minister.
I get that, you know.
Right. So how you going to crown the king of the dancehall and the people? No, fine. And I'm just asking you now, what is the criteria for the king of the dancehall? No,
but wait, hold on. I can't come in on the argument. I can't come in.
Yeah, man.
Don't drown me, no. Don't drown me. Look at now.
Come in, Muta.
All right. A king is not selected by the people, you know. It's a dynasty select the king.
No.
The prime minister is selected by parliamentarians. But the king
right, so who
is
should
not...
crown the king of the dancehall then, Muta?
Eh?
Who should crown the king of the dancehall?
Who should crown the king? Well, you have to go check him dynasty. What him accomplishment was... accomplishment, you have to check him by...
No, but that is not how you measure the king in other
Yeah, so that's not how the king of the dancehall get measured.
It is lineage, don't it? Right? And we have said lineage
accomplishment. It's accomplishment.
It's a different metric you're going to have to use now. Is lineage make you the king in other jurisdictions, eh? The king pass it on to him son, who pass it on to him son, who pass it on to him.
No, not that kind of lineage I talk about accomplishment. The accomplishment. No, that is what we are talking about.
But you're now making a different regulation now as to what should be your king.
No, I true, you say king. No, I true, you say king, you know. That's what I go after how people select king, how king gets selected. King is not selected by the people.
Kings get selected out of lineage.
Yeah, but not the people. The people don't select king. Because if a king get hated, King George, so no, I know people them select him. And kings all over the time was never selected.
So now, can we now agree as to the criteria for us to select the king? And it can't be Nick's perspective. And if my perspective,
yeah, well, I not check up for you. I not check up for you now, you know.
Well, all right, Muta, we have a man, Anthony.
I not go say none of them are the king, you know. I not go say that, you know. You must figure it out.
Well, guess what?
I don't want to go over that track at all.
Muta.
Yeah.
It's two different ways we can look at this. We can look at it in generations. So if you go from the 70s to 80s, you can easily say Yellow Man is king. If you go from say the 90s to 2000,
it's an accomplishment. That's accomplishment.
And all right, hear me out, Muta. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Then the third era now. From Kartel, so from 2000 to now, Kartel has established himself. But what I am saying, I've broken it down into 7 categories to determine who is the king of dancehall. International success, that's the first thing. Then we have hit songs. The third thing is live stage performance. Then we have pop culture influence, generational influence, artist development.
So who you say the king? No, with all of that, who you say the king?
No. The king, when I broke it down into these 7 categories, there's one undisputed king of dancehall.
And it's
undisputed.
Yeah.
And it's Beeine Man, the Dr. Beeine Man.
Oh, you say Beeine Man, okay.
And if you want to go through the 7 categories.
No, I know why you go through it. I know why you go through it. I know why you go through it, you know. I just see why you are going on the boat.
Can I just step in?
So,
all right, so
I don't select no king right now, you know. Is that no king I select right now? And Nick bring up the conversation then it just go on still.
All right, so I hear all the gentlemen talk, and you know the truth about this is that you know the business by extension don't really have an official structure as it relates to who is named the king. And all of the elements that you went through, I mean, are things that persons are looking at. And you have several names that are being called, including Sean Paul for accolades, having the most accolades in dancehall in recent times. And of course, as a matter of fact, if the statistics show of all times, you understand, Sean Paul is a king in his own right. You have persons talking about Vybz Kartel, who is a king in his own right. You could probably look at the direction of him being a recording artist, not necessarily a performer. You have persons talking about Bounty Killer, who is also a king in his own right because of the fact that he was able to bring talent to the forefront, contributing to them and turning them into millionaires and stars globally. That's also a lot of persons thinking that he's a king. There's persons who think about Shabarat from back in the time, before that entire era. There are persons who think about Beeine because he's a great performer, just like what we witnessed tonight. So the truth is there are different elements of it. All of them are great in their own rights. Because of the structure, or because of no structure rather, there's not an official body that is there. There's not something that we can say, okay, this is a king. What we basically work off is sometimes some persons who are running the place for a long time. There are several entertainers whose name were not mentioned, but they are kings in their own right because, I mean, there's a period that they run dancehall, which means, I mean, we're talking about like Elephant Man who performed last night and several other entertainers.
According to this,
Courtney. I understand. The fact is,
Courtney, you can't talk about king in their own right, you know. King can't be their own right.
Yellow man in come out.
Nick.
I didn't screen him that come up.
I'm not on the boat and not take over my program, so I don't understand that.
Nick, hold on. Let me just say this.
Hold on there. Wait there. Listen to me now. A king can't be king in his own right, you know.
Let me just
nobody now listen to me.
Let me just add this. Hold on. Let me just say this. So Nick, hold on. Nick, hold on. Nick, hold on. Nick, let me just say this. Hold on. Let me just say this. The truth is, you know, when we speak about these names, you know, we don't inject our personal selves into. No, hold on.
Never say them personal.
Let me just. No. Hold on.
Sean Paul not making him big with the dancehall music. That's a fact.
Hold on, Nick. What you saying to me, Nick? All of Sean Paul's successes came from an original dancehall track. That is a known fact. He's the only entertainer who crossed over to mainstream with a dancehall song consistently. And the accolades and all the merits that you can get in dancehall music shows that Sean Paul is the #1 act in terms of streaming numbers, well, not necessarily performance, but also what he's getting for performance, the territories that he's going. And there are albums, there are several highlights we can give, but nevertheless, the streets will not accept and tell you that he's a Sean Paul because of the color of his skin or because of the fact that he's not from downtown or he's not from round the corner. The reality of it is that every one of these entertainers in their own right play a great role into this business for reggae and by extension dancehall. But the truth is, all of them in their own right doing great things for dancehall. What we witnessed tonight is crowning Beeine as one of the top performers that dancehall has ever seen. And we can't go around that.
But let's check the streets. The fact is, Sean Paul and Shaggy's achievement is off the chain. This is almost like no comparison there. But of Jamaican people, I mean, when they talk about the dancehall, who are run the dancehall and all of that, do they accept? In a sense, it's almost like they accept them higher than that. So I mean, you assure them in a something where Jamaican people almost like put them higher than that already.
Nicholas, let me ask you a question. What is the biggest platform right now that is selling music or streaming music from?
Well, you see.
No. I'm just making a point to you. The platform.
Jamaican people don't buy music.
No, that's my point that I make.
But I'm saying we are talking.
No, Nicola, let me just make this point. Jamaican's biggest platform in terms of streaming music is YouTube. YouTube pays the minimum amount in music. Spotify being one of the highest, and all the other platforms.
Because we already accept the Sean Paul and Shaggy.
I am justifying. No. I am coming from a place where I watch stats and I watch the entertainers and what them are doing in the market. I am saying that we can hear, and for the entire night we can all share different opinions, and it's okay. It's fine. All of us share different opinions. I know the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. You feel a certain kind of way because of what you've seen before and also what you're seeing tonight. And by respect, I give Beeine the most credit that he can possibly get. As a matter of fact, not only because he performed well, but also how he dealt with the situation.
Who Big Ear says the king of the dancehall? Who Big Ear say?
Muta
run Big Ear?
King of the dancehall.
Eh?
Muta.
Yeah. Who you say the king of the dancehall, Big Ear?
Listen carefully.
First and foremost, you see, I think that when we try to establish a king, we're setting up one against the other.
Yeah, but that don't call them narcissistic.
Hold on,
the people them who do that are narcissistic.
No, hold on. Let me explain something to you. And this is my position, right? You come on your program and you preach unity and you preach love, yes? And you preach coming together of a nation and of a people. Now, we have too many things to divide us. So we're going to make the king, who is king divided again, you know. We have religion are divided. We have the economics are divided. We have the color with skin are divided. We have politics are divided. We're going to come again and make the music divided.
No, but if a man has 2 years and next man's king, I'm vexed.
Who is the king don't matter to me. We have
it no matter to me
kings,
neither.
We have many princes, we have many queens of reggae music and dancehall. If you go single out one person, is to further again nitpick and divide our people when we should be coming together. That's my
then, all right. So when them say Master Griffith is the queen of reggae, nobody no ball out loud and say no. Nobody now go against one another because them say that. It don't have nothing to do with the people them saying it, you know. It have something to do with the individuals who very up in themselves, narcissistic, and who just can't take say somebody else do something like them.
That is why I'm not going down the road and try to pick a side. Because
all right, you don't pick a side. Neither me.
No, but you see, again, sometimes we try, behave as if we are above the human natural brain. The fact is, persons are going to look on and see it, how they feel. All right, I listen to this argument for a long while, and I listen to all the things putting forward. And one time, I lean up on the cartel side, and then I listen to the whole thing, and then when I look at it, I have seen them. I start analyze the situation. I say, yo, at 30 odd years, a brother, you go on away here. 30 odd years. And for a man, we know dancehall, a whole heap of artists as big as since you may have talking now, we might have got to do a show for call back some artists where we don't hear about long time, some archive and some other we don't hear about long time. No feeling we in a bounty, a legend, have two DJ. A DJ we are talking about now, and not singing like Master Griffith and Bob Marley and all that now. A DJ we are talking about and fit 2 man. The past stage from 1992, 93 until now, and a ram up place of crowd that jump. That no normal. And me believe a man who come up, some years after, and practically I do the same, shouldn't yet. Just like how them a hold up and both to give national hero. You know what I mean?
That's a different. How you reach it so?
But that is it.
How you reach it so?
But we are talking about national hero now. We are
but how you reach a bolt and that? No, that not reach it so. No,
what you mean not reach it so?
You talk about Beeine Man and Vybz Kartel. You're going to
but we are in a country where people make all kind of criteria what they want, to hold back what they want, and all of that. And that's a fact. No, but me not hold back nobody. No,
but you are making a criteria to justify your end. And I am saying to you that is your...
At least I'm not making a criteria to hold back nobody.
Nobody now fight your opinion.
Yeah, opinions will happen, and it's an ongoing thing.
And you're going to check.
Exactly. And as I said before, maybe next week or next year or somewhere down the road, me look and see Kartel and see, because me say when me listen to the debate,
So you never see Kartel perform it?
Yeah, man, I've seen Kartel perform. But I can tell you, Jamaica doesn't have a performer in Jamaica like Beeine Man. I don't know what the international feel.
And no, what you have said, your statement just now, Nicholas, I would definitely agree. As Beeine Man being one of the top contenders in
as a matter of fact, Shaggy said it openly at the IMC, and you know, so when you get no higher than Shaggy and Sean Paul, in as far as outside of Jamaica is concerned, the man said Beeine Man are the greatest performer come from around here. He man talk about some show in England we like current Ghana and something like that. Beeine Man just up on the stage at top and the crowd now move.
No, that is something that we witnessed firsthand. That was an event that was kept in Chilani. As a matter of fact, I think it was anywhere between.
No. I'm telling
you the one that I experienced.
So you were talking about New York or something like that.
Yeah. So the entire power went, and he was on stage for the entire and during that duration of the power outage, and of course he kept the crowd tapping his feet, doing the same thing, and there's a repeat of him doing it. So if it is that we're discussing more likely, I mean, a king of performance, then hands down.
What do you think about what he did coming on stage? I mean,
listen. What Beeine did just now, right? It shows the type of showman he is in terms of performing. It shows professionalism. It shows how to deal with a situation when things would have gone the other way around. I mean, when we think of sound issues, from time to time, as you know, entertainers will get thrown off by different occurrences and mishaps as it relates to technical, whether or not it be the sound, whether or not it be the band members, whether or not be them not hearing themselves. And, as such, it's always good when you maintain a certain level of professionalism and go through. I mean, problems will happen, but it's how you explain.
You realize he literally stopped the promoter from apologizing and highlighting a situation by the time when I open the mic and say, "Boy, people will the man just start sing." All right, now I'm not sure if the people remember what he was
doing, because the truth is that he didn't want to even leave a lull or anything regarding to the situation. He just want to attack it head on. So he did the right thing. And that is why we are saying, Beeine, hands down, there's no questions being asked whether or not if he can perform. He's one of the greatest performer in dancehall.
Botwa.
No, it's
one of the greatest performers, Botwa.
It is because you cannot use performance alone to crown a king, Muta.
No, me not use performer.
No, you're asking but what? And I'm saying, but you can't use the fact that he's a great performer and use that criteria.
So who's the king of dancehall to Courtney? Who's the king of dancehall?
All right, so
him say Sean Paul. Him say Sean Paul.
No, I've said this publicly. And the same things that I said, I repeated it. I said, if you're looking at dancehall and you're going to look at accolades and accomplishments, then he will be a front runner based on the fact that none of the names.
Yeah, but somebody can't be just front runner. Somebody have to come in front.
No. What I'm saying,
if the man are running as front runner, no must win.
Sean Paul is the person who, right now, as we speak, is at the top of the game as it relates to numbers.
So you say Sean Paul is the king of dancehall? No, that's what I say.
I'm not saying that. I'm going through and I'm telling you about performances. I'm telling you about album sales. I'm telling you about all of this.
Yeah, all right. With all of that, what you say? Who is in your estimation? Who is the king of dancehall in all your estimation?
Looking from where? What point of view?
Looking from your view, your eye, your view.
Generally, taking everything into account.
Your view, taking all way I say, to you.
List out a number
Who's the king of dancehall?
And I mean, as it is right now, everybody's left to put Anthony just come and put him 7 points together and call on him. You put some together. So I mean,
here's my take. Here's your take. It's not a poor thing.
Stage by stage, go back to the phone.
All right, so Anthony's opening the phone now.
International success. Who of all of the dancehall recorders, who would you say?
International success is Sean Paul and Shaggy.
Sean Paul and Shaggy.
All right. Hit song. And one important criteria is that you can't really be king.
Okay.
I want to qualify something. You cannot be king if you're not crowned, because we're talking about king of Jamaica, dancehall in Jamaica. If you're saying just king overall, then I think you may have to look on it a little different. If you're gonna be king, you have to be king in your own country.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
And who went crown in the king though? Because the fact is that there are so many persons in Jamaica, pulling in so many different directions.
Go back to the 7 criteria.
No. So you're saying you can't be king here.
You have the streets, Jamaica, the streets, the public of Jamaica.
Yeah, man. All right. Call about.
All right.
Go through. Go through.
All right. International success.
Right. Still Sean Paul and Shaggy.
Hit songs. Who would you say?
International hit songs.
No, man. International hit songs. We're talking about king of dancehall in Jamaica.
Sean Paul.
Hit songs in Jamaica?
No, man. You're talking about hit songs globally, or Jamaica.
No. When we said international success, that captures everything that you.
All right.
No.
So hit songs.
International level.
All right. So hit songs in Jamaica.
Yeah.
All right. We get to Beeine.
Live stage performance.
Beeine.
Pop culture influence.
Bounty Killer.
All right. Between all of them, right here.
Bounty Killer.
Yes.
Influence.
Generational influence.
Bounty Killer.
Bounty Killer again.
Artist development.
Bounty
Killer.
on stage battle because you can't be king and you're not battling. You have to
And
be
it's split
battle
to me between Cartel, Movado, Bounty, and Beeine.
Based on the criteria.
Yeah, fine. So no, based on your criteria.
Your criteria.
Based on your criteria.
Yeah, because there's other elements of it.
Go on. Yeah, but based on your criteria, go on.
All right. I start this thing and you me I go leave it.
It's all like Bounty gone up for
no, man, hold on. I start this thing and you me I go leave it. No, man, hold on, Courtney. Courtney, we can't talk about this all night, you know.
No, 1 point.
We can't talk about this all night.
1 point.
You Courtney, we are leaders in our own right. And what I am hearing, a cop out. Nobody, you see, like Anthony come and put 7 points here, and even Anthony that Beeine, but when Big examine Anthony points, he come out about it. But no, but what I'm saying, Bridget, no.
A king,
you not put no criteria together to call it because you don't want the one, you cannot bad to call the other.
A king has to want the crown. Bounty don't want the crown.
All right. So the fact that Bounty don't want the crown, he leave with the next in line.
So what the next in line?
Important point, and that is why I think he has never really been in the discussion.
He don't want it.
Yeah, and that is
Who's the next in line? Who's the next in line?
How can you give a crown? A king, a man a crown who don't want to be a king?
Well, so who's the next in line? Who's next in line?
I understand. The man lists some criteria.
Well, he fits in perfect for those. And we
but didn't fit in perfectly.
But we still can't. Oh, well, the man don't want to be just like that prime minister. The man don't want to be a prime minister. He's not a politician.
Well, remember, I know. Some things is not for you to accept or reject, you know. This is not
he's openly rejecting this.
But something is not for you to accept or reject.
Him is an entertainer.
Pele dead and still I say, my king of ball. You don't have a choice in accepting it or rejecting it. You have to just go on.
But listen.
Maradona dead and him call me king of ball. He have to just go on.
Yeah, something.
No, but it's a fact. No, but it is the same type of debate. And it's the same type of debate.
Yeah, but both
it is the same type of debate.
Who never want it?
No, I'm saying none of them can accept it.
No.
But it still doesn't change the fact that people across the world can determine give out the criteria and determine which one of them is king. Even though they can't accept it because it doesn't change the fact that people want to kill and want to change the fact that the whole Jamaica can come and examine it and say about your king. This is the king is not a crown where you go wear around the world and represent and all of that, you know. It's not that, you know. It's not like you go a ceremony as king and all of that, you know. So when they accept it or not, Jamaica people no business.
So Courtney,
yes.
Based on those 7 criteria that I named, would you add any other category to those?
A 3 year.
What a same year 3.
And the 3 of them are bound to kill me your name call.
What a same year.
No.
Go back to yourself.
So
right.
there's
all right, so let's go back to the 7. You have international success.
Just one.
Yeah, hit songs. 2. Number 2, live stage performance.
3.
Pop culture influence.
4.
Generational influence.
5.
Artist development.
6.
On-stage battle.
7.
All right. What I would have added, one of the elements of it is lyrical recording artists. Because you're speaking of dancehall.
Okay.
And the culture require lyrics.
Mm.
So that is not in it. And if we're going to put that, we'll definitely have to put Vybz Kartel.
Okay.
Yeah, but to me, no, sitting here so, and not electing none.
So looking at
like,
a Bounty Killer, some of the lyrics,
it look to me like Bounty Killer. Yo.
Another element, songwriter.
Give me a chance, no. Give me a chance, please. If you don't want to involve in our thing. Give me a chance if you don't want to involve in our thing. I remember saying my program on the depend, you know. What? We're not trespass. We're not trespass from a program. All right, hear me out now. Given when me hear a while ago, it sound to me like Bounty Killer lead the pack. Given when me hear a while ago. So I don't know if I'm wrong or I'm right.
Yeah, and the criteria that you heard.
Yeah, and the same criteria in my ear. It sounds like Bounty Killer lead the pack. So I don't know if one could have 2, one could have...
It would appear that Bounty have more nods, yes.
Well, So which part we left, you know? Which part we left?
But unless you have to prorate the points. It's 7 points, but you probably can't assign them equal value. So you probably will give hit songs, for example, 20 points out of the 100, as opposed to generational influence, maybe 10.
No,
you have to go prorate.
No,
For example, you'd have to prorate. You can't assign them equal.
Yeah.
Right. And then it is not as hands down as you think, because bounty in most of the votes don't necessarily mean when you add up the percentage that each of the categories carry, he will necessarily come out.
I begin to change the thing again.
Yeah, no, because if there's 30 points, if there's 30 points, you know, I have a Beeine and bounty is 15-15, you know. So we still have it.
No, it's not Beeine and bounty alone then.
Big exchange points.
No, but big, I mean, court them back.
No, what big, very great point, sir. I accept your point. Yeah. True. I mean, because even when teacher have paper, they may say 20 for knowledge, 30 for application,
and there's a category that have a bigger point.
Right. Yes.
No, sir. No. All of them must have the same point.
The debate continues. The debate continues and now got done. But you know my problem? My problem is nobody wants to see as the one where I say, I am the Bounty, I am the Cartel, I am the Beeine, and everybody play political correct.
Oh, that's not do.
Not play politically correct.
That's not do.
From my experience. And I'm going to tell you this. Me hear Cartel do some things in the dancehall and even on songs where half the chain. You know, I believe a man could have DJ and use rhyme. And him thing of shot.
And metaphors.
Yeah, you trust me. Cartel is a genius.
Yeah, so streetwise,
Cartel is a genius. So all of them.
We're going to Cartel again.
No, but I tell you, the man's a genius.
So, hold on. I have another point. If we should look at the current state of dancehall and think about in terms of who is running the place right now, I won't give it to any of the names we mentioned so far.
Yeah, but here lies my problem. Because I'm
who you give to Massacre?
No,
yes, Muta.
A man can't be king for 2 weeks running the dance.
No. You cannot say that. No, if we're going to speak on Massacre, you cannot say that. Okay.
But I have been to several parties and some man, they are at the party because they run things. And when they hit the stage, you want to show something for them.
Can I tell you that locally, right? This entity in question has two of the most successful dancehall projects in recent times. With nobody in dancehall selling the amount of units in the first week, and also now signed to Def Jam and doing several things and being consistent. So currently, as we speak, one could say, if not the king, because he's a more younger person into the whole scheme of things, you could say he's the prince. So
who that?
We can go on. Well, we're still speaking about Massacre.
Massacre we are talking about again. Okay. All right. Gentlemen. Yo. All right. Oi. This is the king of cutting edge. Listen to me now. Morning. You know, we have to go. We have to go because I'm going to take one. I have to give this sponsor talk. And also, we want to thank you very much for spoiling up my program. And I hope we can talk different again about that, okay? So we're going to go back to the studio.
Can we spoil it again tomorrow in the afternoon?
Yes. You can do it tomorrow, yes. Yeah, we'll work it out tomorrow.
Anyway, the drop mic moment when Quartermack dropped the mic, it's something real though. Bounty does not want to be a part of the discussion.
All right, good afternoon, sir. Who's your brother talk? Good afternoon, good night. Okay, this is the Cutting Edge, and I FM. The previous reasoning and thing was sponsored by Tiles R Us Limited, Ballard Valley, St. Elizabeth, for, I can't say good, for tiles, tools, every household features, call 965-1896. Tiles R Us. And then Real Deal Windows and Doors, Tower Isle, St. Mary. Call 876-888-8888. 867-9349. We specialize in sliding windows, doors, showers, enclosures, and glass balcony railings. And Irish Spring Water, your last tasting the best. You have tasted the rest. Now taste the best. Jamaica's finest natural alkaline spring water, Irish Spring Water. So these are the sponsors. Styles Are Us Limited, Real Deal, Windows and Doors, and Irish Spring Water. And that connection was the Harmony, Love and Harmony cruise on the waters of the Caribbean. This is the Cuttin Edge and I tell you. Okay, so go back to normal programming. Normal program. Any call up on the line, Bridging? I tell you, the one that could take up a program, Sir Rasta, believe you me. You could have a vote switch, but see the vote now, the vote will come like PNP and GLP. Yeah, because you have garrisons in the garrisons in a Beeine Man camp, garrisons in a Kartel camp, you know, them. Yeah, and please don't bring up Vybz Kartel and Beeine Man and who are the king of the dancehall to me. Beg you, please. Yes, here.
Yeah, bless her.
Yeah, give thanks. Give thanks to you. Give thanks to you.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll get to from that still, because through me listen to program so long and me listen to talking so long, me still have a real, me call it a talk, you know. But you are going on Muta. You see all the dancer thing set up. It not set up like, because as I say, once Marcia Griffiths are the queen and no question. Bob Marley are the king and no question.
No, I hear a man say Buju Banton are the king of reggae, you know.
Are the king of reggae?
Yeah, I hear a man say that.
No,
publicly too. I hear him say publicly.
Well, Buju doing things still.
Yeah, but we don't want to go back in that.
We don't want to go back. Yeah, but as me tell you, say, the whole of the man them, it's just, you know, the whole of the man them great. The whole of the man them great. And I feel them one thing. You know, because, me that's say right now, Vybz Kartel, you know, that genius. You know, but, you know, writing and everything, Vybz Kartel have it. You know, but performance-wise, Beeine Man have it over the whole of them. You know, so. And if you are going to say king, you have to have a man who can represent.
Pause. Time signal, break.
All right, we're going to take a break. Hold on, Virgin. Yes.
Anyway, when this king thing, kind of don't talk about that. Yeah. Now I say, Zelensky, the man named this Zelensky, the Ukraine president.
Hold on, what that job behind you there?
Hold on, the car door. But that's locked down, yeah.
Yeah, Gano. Zelensky you talk about.
Yeah, man, I say, the man named this, boy, I say, Trump.
You know, see America gone to Russia now.
Yeah, Trump has something else, you know, my general.
Strange man. Strange man.
The man, they invite the man and style out man and one of the man I'll ask the man, say, why I'm doing weird?
Why I'm not wear suit? The one say me a wartime, I mean, I'm not no time for your suit.
I tell you, say,
but him could have buy one expensive like the one where the man have had.
Yeah, but I bet you seen where any of them invite him back, you seen where. You wear him more wear a suit. Why, John?
But Canada, the thing, you know, Canada, the one. Canada, because Canada and America is like one country, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and them share borders and everything, and the guy just jump on the youth, so the guy just jump on the man, so I just say, watch out. But I know through the border thing, he might talk to him, so you know. Him want the man make America, Canada be the 51st state, and that is what it is all about.
It's all about, yeah.
Yeah, it's not about no fentanyl come through border, because all the that come through this, so. All any of that.
Canada not allow that. Canada.
Yeah, you know, so it's really him want the state. Him want the state. That him want the 51st state. Just like we want Greenland and we want Panama, you know.
Yeah, but the politician in Canada not allow that.
No, nobody not allow that, man.
Politician want to rule themselves, you know. They want
joke business, man, deal with. Joke business.
But I feel like him just do that for show him have the power. Him just
power, man.
I use it up like, you know. But I think that's something where him knows that because him can't take the army and do them things there.
Well,
Fiend talking
know him say my king, you know, him put on crown upon him head, my king.
No, him want deal it like how Putin them and when him there.
Yeah, autocracy.
But them people now allow him to do that.
No, sir.
People now allow him to do that.
No, sir.
It go on down here too, you know.
Well, so you want a man down here so go on look like a king?
Yeah, man. Then so it go on down here so you know see no man obey no constitution down here so. Most of the politicians them just do them thing and then them watch it for 9 days and see how it run. And if social media not jump on it and
continue.
Them just continue the way them do. So it's that thing where it Trump thing from Trump him first card there, you know, most leader try run like him. Them try to all a Brazilian and them run where them run out the one that
baby Trump, me call the one you don't know, baby Trump.
Yeah, that one I don't have baby Trump, man. But but him not really still like Trump, you know, because I'm a puppet, you know. Because I remember Trump did take him make puppet already. You know, the Petro Caribbean deal.
Yeah.
You know, so he's not really firm like Trump, but him firm when it come on to.
That's why I'm a baby Trump. That's why I'm not firm, I'm a baby.
Yeah, a baby Trump, yeah. You know. But I tell you, Mr. The man them style, I tell you, say, hey, you know, so I watch the thing and I said, I read, but you want to know, are the people them backside them after, you know, the earth, you know.
Yeah, no backside, I just yeah, but you see where them have done, they can't do nothing more than so, you know.
Yeah, but enough.
Yeah, enough, you know. Him is a neo-colonialist, you know, Trump.
Trump, yeah.
He want to colonize Greenland. He want to colonize the Panama Canal. He want to colonize Zelensky by the land, you know, it's land, you know. It's all about land. Yeah. He want to be Canada the 51st state. It's about colonizing the places. It's a serious colonizer, man. And you see China now, it has its strength to China to invade Taiwan, you know.
Taiwan,
Hong Kong, you know.
yeah.
Because if you cannot do that, what can stop China now to say more Taiwan?
You what I say now? If I said the amount of money where America spend outside of America, you have to drawing back that. Because you see money like all the money where them send for the gender, you know, down here, the gender thing down here where them that sponsor. You know, all the big money there, you know, with the LGBT, them thing there. Seeing them money there, like him I said, he might draw back the money there in America to give back the taxpayers them, you know, and make America great again, and you know, all of them.
When America is great.
The man a draw back out some money where all some, you know, the refugee them are some people are hungry.
USAID.
Yeah. Seeing all the money there.
Him draw back everything, man. Him a draw back everything. Because him a deal with the billionaire, them and support him.
Yeah.
Tax free and all them things. Because him not pay tax. Him not pay tax, you know.
Him not pay tax. No, that's how I tell you, the same thing I go on down here. See, like, you have some man have some big radio station down here too, you know, we're not paying no tax, you know. We just run up, you know, and them thing there. So, you know, and them thing, they see take time a creep in a Jamaica way. And then at the same time, when I pressure some little small people to pay tax, you know. So, at the same thing, with Trump I bring off on the people, you know, seeing up there. But he might show them like say, he might do the good for the people and get back the money.
Tariff.
Seeing, so
you know, when it work out, you don't know, when him done with film 4 years then, you know. See, and what them all do, them all try for him go 8 years, you know. But when him done with them 4 years, America, I don't know what about really.
Richard and Musk, man. Richard and Musk.
You know? But even Marx now. Marx him coming like him are one of the ministers or something. Or
I feel him have something over Trump, you know. I feel him have something over Trump.
Yeah, him have something over Trump.
That's why Trump can't say nothing to him certain place and certain way.
Oh, yeah.
See, I look at you there where Musk carrying all the thing. A white boo upon him this and all them here. Him have to change this. I don't know if you did see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but until him say he must go here, he is not the president, he is not the leader. Look at you that something him father say, you know.
Something him father say, you know.
Yeah, man, God them look at you then now just come out with that. So
yeah, look at you now, yeah. And look at you not tell lie, no.
No. Him father say something touching into that and him come repeat it. Embarrass him father, embarrass the whole world, man.
Father, embarrass the whole world. Yeah. So when you look on it now, I said, the same kind of thing like how if the Trump move there. Just notice it done so with even the 5 and 4 thing where you used to go on. Seeing with the bank or them and the whole of them. Seeing and the same thing we go on done so with Baby Trump. You know? But when me don't want the man them do motors, me I beg them, seeing I don't want the man them bring back 1980. Seeing because you see like the thing I run now, like none of them no want I go really give up losing.
No,
you understand?
No, there's a fight.
You know, so we don't want them bring back where the people them start to a fight against them one another. Seeing and the trickings. You know?
We give them 2 months to start the fight, man. 2 months me I give them.
You see it?
Start the madness.
People listen what we are telling them. We are motor talk to you. Bob Marley said, don't make them trick you. If we don't have a neighbor, we are PMP, and a neighbor, we are GLP member. And the neighbor was before the politician come, because most politicians will represent people, you know. Them coming out in a year right now. Come representing, you know.
Yeah.
See? So if a man say PMP, you say on a PMP. If a man say on a GLP, you say on a GLP. Don't kill nobody and fight against one another. Because
yeah, we have to take a break.
Yeah.
Him there, him not there, him gone?
Yeah.
All right.
So me assure you now, sir. But just want the people know, you know, say, them for us defend who them are defend and, you know, left it there so. Don't make a politician trick on make on a war against one another. And war and kill off one another and thing the car. See them thing that in 1918 it wasn't pretty, you know. See, and I mean the politician them know say, if I want to lose, when we lose, so we just accept when we losing. You know what I mean? See, because you know why I rate all Portia Simpson. So she lose by 1, you know. By 1 seat, 2016, you know. And she accept it, you know. If I had some politician who would say, well, tough run over again and rare, see? So at that want a clean thing, see? You know? Don't make them trick, you know. Remember what Bob Marley said, don't make them trick, you know. See? Anyway, Muta, man, next man would have want to
run. All right, I give thanks, yeah?
Yeah, blessed, yeah.
Yeah, Emperor Haile Selassie the first. You don't know all of that's curse. Muta, big up yourself, you know, honorable all the time, you know, because you're up on the job.
Yeah, man, give
you
thanks.
See me, yeah, and such is like, you know. Call us before, I want them to know, say, yeah, we love the topic and opinion. Them man up on the boat, them in the wrong profession, a politician, them feeling a call, them evasive in them answering and thing, but we don't know we're going at that.
Them what?
Them is very evasive in them answering me. You ask me a question, who is you, and them a go around the corner like politician. All of them sound like some politician a while ago. In a way, them as the king of dancehall. Yeah, man, they ask him a question, say, who you think is the king, and him go, we run us, so with it and come back home, and I'll know him answer a question yet, you know, some politician action that. You see me, I say, so we're going to leave that to start there. Yeah. We want big up Jamaica. Every Muta, when I come for reason with the island, I want Jamaica to know, say, as Rastafari, because we are the head of the thing, you know, we are lead the thing, you know. We are giving them respect and them honor, you know. You see me, I say, Governor General, Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Chang, Dr. Williams.
Let me ask that question, Bridge, before you go no further. Before you go no further, I say, why anytime you start talking, you feel it necessary to big up the Governor General and the politician them? Why?
No, well, you see, it's not a matter of respect for leadership, you know, because we are showing.
Yeah, but you see, you take up the time to do all of that when you could have talked something.
It's a run off, a little 30-second thing, it's a time thing, so we are giving them a little 30-second run off, so we are big them up. You know, see, Mr. Kevin Blake and upper echelon general staff, you know, Admiral Gorman, we want them know, so we know them, you know, so we are telling them, say, yeah, man, respect Joe. Now the Prime Minister make a visit down at Fleet Street and Lord Lane. And he make a speech about the people and the property of the fire we burn down. See? I say it's a good move that. And I would love to see more of that in the communities from the other side. I want to see PMP get involved in that. Man like Paul, when them say a millionaire, if you take the whole of East, because when Florizel Glass pulled it around, they say, me can tell you that as a youth, we go meet Florizel Glass pull and office out of Winard Road. So, as a youth, and reason with them man, as a youth. Them man, they did have a different mindset towards the people in them community than when we see them man here deal with now. So them man, you have to get them act together to show the people them say we come to improve the infrastructure and them living conditions. Because that's one of the main focus in Jamaica, you know. The road them bad and them thing, you know, but the people them living conditions is detrimental to them health. You see me, I say, because there's no improvement in the conditions of the building environment and thing in Jamaica over the last 50 years. Guys, where I come from. So we need some improvement for modernization wise instead of before we move on to building new things. We could take care of the people who are there right now. You see, in terms of the youth, in the culture, what school go learn? Because we want to become scientists and chemists and technicians and medical people and stop the arms house about the badness thing. Bad man, them when they are prison, because I know them are listening, because man a prisoner have nothing to do, a time in my pass. Take the youth, them mind out of the gun thing and tell them to go to school, because them are emulate where them feel them sip on social media, and all the media man they up on social media talk about foolishness. Forget about that. Seeing we are dealing with a unified thing. We want better. Marcus Garvey said, one job, one aim, one destiny. Now, that's how we are going with it, you know. We're not going nowhere else with it, you know. We're not deviate from the norm of the movement, you know. We want them to know that. We're not sidestep it. The political entity of Jamaica right now, the rulership party, must make marijuana legal. I mean, I talk about no. Maybe you say you have a half ounce. I talk about legal for economic function for Rastafari. A long time them fight it, you know. See me I say, them have until September before them come out when the election win. So me I give them till April on the venue to make some kind of commitment. Show we say we want to move forward with that level there. To give it the economic balance, to balance out the system in the country so we can move ahead. That we are talking about, you know, progress in Muta. We're not talking about the other foolishness we are going, you know. Because my commander-in-chief right now, Donald Trump, that is the 10th commander-in-chief. The first commander-in-chief was Richard Nixon. Seeing Donald Trump and Richard Nixon coming alike. It's like a what I call an error. You know, see, I used to want to Richard Nixon and get impeached. You know matter about the Taiwan thing. Richard Nixon don't sell out Taiwan already to China when he made the deal with Mao Zedong in 1972 when he go visit him to make Vietnam war done and we come out of Vietnam with an honorable evacuation. Because the Chinese, they never run me out like dog if he never make a commitment there. So all people don't know all of them things. I tell you from facts, me, you know, because me depend on a level of you know what I mean, thing where me now go in, but that's how it rests. So I just want the people to know that. One love, Rastafari, the man them are east, stop your war, come up a back bush, Nannyville, all the way back to Harborview, and this up my stamping grounds, all of them places them pass through. One love all the time. Muta.
Blessed man.
Get on the front line with you, I tell you so, I now leave you.
All right, so give thanks,
like you,
man.
Raya.
Yeah.
Bless
all
you.
right. Blessed.
Yes, sir.
All right, listen, we are the father.
Cutting edge.
Yeah, I say that, man. I see you as a brother, a father, and a son, and it's great. As well as the same way. Watch your style, you know. Can you tell me how the first star of David come in existence?
The first star of David. How it come into existence?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So nobody else in the Rastafari movement know it?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It was a shield rather than a star. It's really a shield. I don't know, brethren.
So it was given to David?
I don't know.
It was inspired to him.
I just come say Israel have it, and I say it depends on whole heap of emblem in Ethiopia. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the first or come up first. Maybe somebody know and can call later and tell, but I don't know.
Probably somebody can know that, and probably somebody will know how much and it takes to bring that star in existence.
How much what?
And how much and it takes to bring it.
Oh, you mean how much and it takes? I don't understand.
Yeah, how much and it takes to dry it.
To dry it?
In a physical world.
Not two isosceles triangle. It's two isosceles triangle.
Yeah, but how much and it takes? It wasn't like that the first time when it was first John.
Then all you go like you don't know where you say and you know where you have a history about it, or you ask me and you know. You ask me and you know. So what kind of foolish is that?
No, come on, if other people have the
no, but when you say and it's two isosceles triangle.
No, I'm saying how much and it takes to dry it.
How much and it takes for dry it?
Yeah, the star, yeah.
How much and it takes for dry it?
No, man, I wonder, so nobody think I didn't know all of them stuff I didn't know.
No, but me actually say me don't know, so me I ask you know, because it sound like you know. But you just test me. It sound like you know and you test me. So now that you know, so me don't know, you tell me.
It's possible to be the first marking of the civilized world, of our first civilized world.
Will you ask me again?
No, I said it's possible to be the first mark for our first civilized world.
What is the first civilized world you talk about?
In Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, the first civilized world?
Yeah.
So you say that is what you know about it?
So I said the star possible to mark the civilization.
No, I don't know. I don't know if that the star is about the first. Eh?
How long the star exists?
How long the star exists? I don't know, brethren.
That means they could impossible to mark the first civilized world then.
Well, if you say it possible, maybe it's possible, but I don't know nothing about the star. I see it, but I don't know it. I don't know nothing about it.
I started upon none of the Ethiopian ancient Bible.
The star upon the ancient Bible?
There are none of the Ethiopian ancient
No, I never see the star upon the Bible yet. Maybe a man tried to with a pretty cover, but our Bible inside us.
It would have to be that you have to write for that, like goat skin and them something there.
Yeah, but I have goat skin Bible and I don't see no star upon it.
Oh, yeah, no, I wonder if it's upon any of it.
I don't know. The one where I have do have it on is a geese Bible, make out a goat skin and wood. I don't know. I never seen no David star upon it. All right?
Okay.
So what you know where we don't know now? Because it sounds like you know something where you want to know.
We don't like to know what you don't know.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, you don't like to know what you don't know about the star.
What? How it first come about? How much and it take to make it?
We have to answer them one by one. So
just answer one and then we don't because we don't have time.
It take 3 and to make it.
It take 3 and from Ufa and it use make it.
Eh?
Ufa and them use and make it.
And it takes 2 persons to create it.
Who's the 2 person?
2 person, 3 and...
No, who's the 2 person?
Eh?
Who's the 2 person?
Who's the 2 person?
Yeah, who's the 2 person that make it?
That created? I must the father and the son.
The father and the what?
And the son.
What them name?
Eh?
Which father and which son? What them name?
Well, that's that have a lot to do with the Trinity, you know.
No, where the son and the father, what them name?
You refer to the Trinity?
No, where the son, the 2 person who make it, what them name?
3 person, 2 and.
All right, which 3 person make it? Where the 3 person them name?
2 person, the son.
And what is the man? Me say 2, you say 3. When me say 3, you say 2.
Well, I know the son and the father.
Where the father and the son, where them name?
But them name, it could be Yahweh, Yahshua, it could be David or Solomon. It could be...
No, it could be. No, so you don't know then. You don't know neither.
Yeah?
You don't know neither then. Because you said it could be.
Okay.
If you say it could be, that means you don't know.
Well, I know, but I know it was found up. I know the star that was found up on someone's body.
Which body? Who for body?
A body symbol.
Who for body? Who for body it depend?
Oh, it depend on the Mark 1, man.
The what?
The Mark 1, the creator.
Who that? Who you talk about?
Who me talk about?
Yeah, which creator you talk about?
The last day.
So, did Mark on him hand? On him body?
Yeah.
Which part you ever see that side of the Haile Selassie body? You ever see him naked yet?
I've never seen naked yet.
Yeah.
You have to be.
So how you see the star? It depends on him clothes?
No, it must depend. No, on him body, him born with it.
So how you see it? Which part you see that?
You see that I could give on the Safari Macanam, you know?
Yeah, don't tell me what Selassie is. Me say, how you see the star upon Haile Selassie body? And you never see him naked yet.
Okay.
Where you say okay for?
Why? Well, I know, because whatever...
No, I'm not hold on for nothing, man. I ask you a question and the program about done. How you know, say, Haile Selassie have a star of David upon him body?
Listen. The star would be up on his finger.
You see the star upon his finger?
Yeah, the mark of a ring. Coming at the spiritual realm to the physical realm. So I'm born with that mark. That mark would be a ring on his father. One of the ring would be the mark.
Who Haile Selassie father?
And index finger.
Who's Haile Selassie father?
That's about, all right, listen, put it in the context.
Who's Haile Selassie father? Who's Haile Selassie father?
You know, say the burning sun is the father, right?
Who is Haile Selassie father?
Ras Makanem. But who inspired Ras Makanem?
Okay.
Who inspired Ras Makanem? The burning sun. So we see that as the eternal father. We don't drop flesh, nor train flesh, nor carry flesh. It is the spirit of the life. So we see that as the father. We see the moon as the mother, which represents the soul.
Okay.
So the father, the son would represent the spirit, mother would represent the soul, and the earth would represent the flesh.
All right.
Yeah. So one of the rings would come from the father, and one would come from the mother.
With the star of David on it?
Yeah, the star.
So how it named Star of David and David just the other day?
Because that's how it can be identified with a more called like the 6-point star, but to make it.
So what is the significance? What this makes you go and be now? When you know all of these things, or it uplifts you, it uplifts you, it advances you. You go reach a heaven quicker than everybody else. You go to hell, or you go get $1 million. All that advance you.
What if I am?
Eh?
What if I am that person?
Oh, that which person? The star or the sun? The sun.
What the star represents?
What if you is that person?
The star, yeah, the star. What is, yeah.
I am glad to meet you. I'm glad to be talking to you.
Oh, that would be good. That would be good. I'm glad to talking to me, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm really feeling good that you call the program too. You can bless it too. You can give me a blessing upon it too.
Hold on. Look a bit. Let me tell you something. This is my second time calling, but we never get through.
Oh, you never get to talk about you and the father and the son?
Yeah.
Oh, what now you get to talk about it?
Yeah.
You're supposed to can't sleep good tonight.
Eh?
You're supposed to sleep good tonight. Come here, go sleep good.
Yeah, because what in 17 years, more and get this to justify in a 17 year.
And you just a call now?
Yeah, because I'm just a justify. I'm just a justify.
Oh, you go find out about it. You go find out about it and just know it now.
Yes, because I'm even go to Bubble Hill for question about.
And them not find it. I not find it.
Them don't really know. Them don't really know nothing. Them not nobody not really.
But he's a man of great knowledge, man. You go a Bubble Hill and you don't know. You go this way, you don't know. You come and mute and him don't know neither.
Yeah. So
Right,
what's on that? Because probably we never made to know.
Yeah, true.
You know, probably never made to know. Probably we might try to say, probably are not the one who make to identify.
Yeah, true. Me I don't want me personally know me not make to identify it.
Yeah. No,
me is the wrong one you come to. Me don't know if you identify
it.
It.
Take one candle in it. Only take one candle to lead us out of the dark. You know, out of the dark.
And are you that?
Probably it could be me.
Yeah, it could be who? Could be my mother too.
And that's no, listen, your mother not born with a star.
No, you can't tell me where my mother born with. You ever see her naked yet?
Then hold on. She can recreate the star. She can recreate the star if it wasn't there.
My mother, me the star for my mother. I know me gone, you know, me gone, yeah?
Listen.
Me gone. Enough of the foolishness, me gone. In Razor, the art of war.
Yes, my lovely people, so you don't know, say, a Mutabaruka that with the cutting edge. So people put some like on it for Mutabaruka. Put 500 like on this for Mutabaruka. Yeah, man, make me know who the king of dancehall. Let's see what I say. Yeah, man, they want to say a Beeine, but you don't know, say, yeah, man, Gaza nation stands strong. You see what I say, people. Where they under me nose, I'm out.
For one thing, I representing a man for Uptown TV.
Bad we bad Gaza, bad we bad. Bad we bad Gaza. Too stuck in your fucking heart.